Coming up on 6:49 right now, time for the morning rush. A Texas man is behind bars this morning accused in the murders of 2 New Mexico women and the abduction of a 10-month-old girl. Now, last Friday, police found the mother of 10-month-old Elea Maria Torres and another woman dead. Now, yesterday morning, police found Elea alive in Abilene, Texas. The suspect in the murders and the abduction is 26-year-old Alec Isaiah Collins. He's now behind bars in Texas.
Parents, students, and teachers are speaking out about how a South Valley charter school is handling a recent incident involving a staff member. South Valley Academy Director Anthony Perea was arrested after being accused of holding a box cutter to a student's neck. Parents claim the school has not been transparent in letting them know about the incident. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. 44 this morning. We're off to a chilly start. By the afternoon, it'll be warm and windy.
A daycare center is back open after being shut down for an incident involving a child running into one of Albuquerque's busiest roads. The incident happened at La Petite back in March. The facility was shut down temporarily while the facility retrained its staff on proper child monitoring. They say they are now in compliance and reopened on April 11th.
More New Mexico cities will now have access to technology that has helped Albuquerque police crack a high-profile gun case. The feds are paying for 4 specialty machines that help track bullet casings found at crime scenes. They allow police to compare any casings found to those in a national database. They will now be used in Las Cruces, Farmington, Roswell, and Gallup. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is high today as we'll be seeing gusty winds across the state and high fire danger statewide.
Albuquerque City Council is considering making changes to the city's charter. The referendum would lower the minimum vote percentage to win a mayoral or city council race from 50 to 40%. The changes would also allow the mayor to appoint and reappoint the police and fire chiefs at the start of each term. If that legislation clears council, it would then go to voters for approval.
In just 2 weeks, crews will start work on 2 major construction projects in the South Valley. The first, called the Rio Bravo Boulevard Gap Project, will increase the number of lanes on the stretch from Prince to 2nd Street from 4 to 6. In a second project, crews will work on the Rio Bravo 2nd Street intersection, adding a lane in both directions. Erica.
All right, to check on traffic, the maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report. And here's a live look over the Big I. Things are starting to slow down just a bit.
2 Boston police officers went out of their way to bring some birthday cheer to a man who called 911. Police said the man in East Boston called 911 saying he wanted someone to wish him a happy birthday. 2 police officers responded and their body cameras captured them singing happy birthday to him before he blew out the candles on his cake.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, after 976 long days in a Taos shelter, one dog is now taking a huge step toward finding a forever home. Last week, we told you about 3-year-old Mia. Stray Hearts Animal Shelter in Taos has now placed her in a foster to adopt program, meaning that she is one step closer to being adopted. A special person has now been visiting Mia for several months, bringing her treats, tons of playtime, and lots of love. Last week, the foster family brought her home.
At number 4, scientists at Los Alamos National Lab say they've discovered evidence of former Earth-like environment on Mars. NASA's Curiosity rover recently found higher than usual amounts of manganese in Mars craters, showing sediments where water used to be and the shoreline of an ancient lake. Patrick Gasta, a Los Alamos National Laboratory space scientist and lead author of the study, says they didn't expect to find manganese oxide in such high concentrations. He also says if life was present on ancient Mars, the increased amounts of manganese in rocks would have been an energy source for life.
At number 3, we'll be seeing more high wind gusts today. We are starting the day off to quiet weather, so get out while you can. By around midday, the winds will start to gain some speed, and this afternoon they'll peak. We could see gusts as high as 45 miles per hour in the metro.
At number 2, parents, students, and teachers are speaking out about how a South Valley charter school is handling a recent incident involving a staff member. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office says 58-year-old Anthony Perea, the director of South Valley Academy, turned himself into law enforcement yesterday. Perea is facing aggravated assault and child abuse charges after being accused of holding a box cutter to a student's neck. After the council called for an executive session, they postponed the conversation until next week.
And at number 1, a Texas man is behind bars this morning, accused in the murders of 2 New Mexico women and the abduction of a 10-month-old girl. Last Friday, An Amber Alert was issued for 10-month-old Elea Maria Torres. This came after police found her mother, Samantha Harley Cisneros, and another woman, Taryn Allen, dead at Ned Houck Park that is north of Clovis. Well, a 5-year-old girl was also found at the scene with a gunshot wound. Yesterday morning, police found Elea alive in Abilene, Texas. Now 26-year-old Alec Isaiah Collins from the Houston area is behind bars in Texas, facing a long list of charges, including 2 counts of murder, kidnapping, and child abuse.